But now I'm going to sound stupid because
Now
it's
it'll
probably
work.
his live.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
working.
it does say live, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome everybody, and welcome to our next episode of Are the Roll Dragon Heist European Edition. Except for me, unless you consider Florida part of Europe. No, okay.
I take them.
You give it thought, yeah.
Just stick it onto Portugal. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, where would you put Florida?
Yeah, no.
Florida?
You know how the southern tip of Portugal, right? Just
Just the
extend it. Just glue it on. Just done.
Could be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to put them in the middle of Germany. Sorry, not
Why in the middle?
right in the middle. I just want to see what Florida does. Right in
Like,
the middle
just
of
like-
Germany.
Florida man's just
Florida
wrecking
man
Alabama,
rains
wrecking
chaos
all-
upon Germany.
Wow. Just like put it on top and drop it? I don't...
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Just put it right on Berlin.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, welcome everybody. Let me make sure the stream is up. Yep. Stream is up. Let's see. What do we have to talk about? Real quick? The music that you are not hearing right now comes from Tabletop RPG music, because I forgot to start it. Things are going well already. No? Play? No? I'll figure that out in a second. What the hell? Why you do this to me?
The Russian hackers are doing overtime.
It's the Russian hackers, man. So, if you want to hear the music you're not hearing right now, go check it out yourself at Tabletop RPG Music. They have a Foundry module to make it easy to use for that, if you like Foundry. If you want to see all my socials, go check them out there. I'm on Twitter a lot. You can see the reason I have the most retarded beard possible, even though Natch Physics likes it, which says something about him, maybe. And, as always...
I was just scared it would look rather different.
Yeah, ever since that bad guy from World War II, you just have to say every beard's okay except that one. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you do happen to be in Germany and they only give you ramen because they have in your camp or something, I don't know, this is going badly. But if you want to still eat low carb, even though all you have is ramen, you should check out Emmy Ramen. It's a low-carb solution to ramen. If you really might have to have your ramen kick, you can use Are the Roll as a coupon code. You get $5 off at either of those links, Canada or USA. So check that out. Helps them, helps you, helps us. Something like that. Yeah. What is that on your face? Says Chrysanth. Well, Chrysanth, I want you to know Turtle Power in the chat is actually the reason that this happened. I work at a company called, the product called Nalu, which is a wave in, whatever, their logo is a wave. And he told me to put the Nalu logo on my beard. And so here we go. You have a wave. It starts over here, it comes up, and then crashes and ends on this side. That's why there's nothing on this side. My wife really likes it. She's like, wow, that's really good. That's what she told me.
Is your wife a gay man?
Ooh. That was too good. Oh, I know what's wrong with the sound, I think. Now that I think about it. You know, thinking's a good thing. I'll fix that in the meantime. Any of you guys have anything you'd like to talk about? Just say no to drugs.
Yeah.
It had no output, that's why. So I can send that to...
It looks like a folded dartboard.
Folded dartboard.
Ask Chrysanth.
What a description.
That's a pretty apt one, though.
Right?
Make Smith, guys. Make Smith.
Aw.
Got Mike, one boy.
Oof.
Ooh. I think you're muted, Greg.
Yeah. Great.
What about now? What about now?
That's better.
Okay.
Good now.
Now that should be working. Yes. Everything's working. Maybe.
All this.
I hate my life sometimes. Jesus Christ. Why can't you just work? Oh well. I'll figure it out maybe at another time. Until then, no music. So, the only music I have on here is sad music, so let's go with that. This will be our background music. So,
Oh, what a desperate start.
Crescent says Kimmy Lee. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Kimmy Lee's the moderator and the YouTube side of it.
Not a
So-
sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Oh yeah. So last time on Art of the Roll, Dragon Heist European edition, Bagu went catatonic at the beginning of it. Unknown to you all. I don't think you figured out that he was in some type of. I think Diedrich found out that maybe he was in some type of divinely induced. What did I call it?
Vision quest.
Vision quest. Sure, we'll go with that. So unfortunately, Thorin had to carry Bagu on his back the entire episode, which was pretty amusing in a lot of ways. He tried to use him for defense a few times, but it never really worked out so well. Eventually, you all decided to deal with the field ward, the little gang wars that are going on in the field ward. You were asked to stop these gang fights from happening, to teach the gangs a lesson, not so much to solve their issues, just to stop them from fighting out in the open, since they were becoming problematic. I think you did this for the Order of the Gauntlet,
Yes.
who is in contact with Capatis. That was
the lead. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, Savra, Bellabrata, and so with that, you figured out where they were having the little spats. It was at a Zentarum warehouse, for which you snuck in, or not sneak, broke in through the door.
Remove the door,
You,
basically.
you removed the door.
I'm still.
Sadly, couldn't
not
take it
able
with
to-
us.
Yeah.
Disappointed you couldn't loot the door.
Yes.
Just carrying a door around. Excuse me, it's really well made.
Still there.
You still could. That's very true.
Look, we can chop it in half, and I can probably fashion two very nice shields out of it.
I know what half of this episode is going to be.
How to get the door. Eventually, working with the Zentarum, you did find. Hey, there it goes. Working with the Zentarum, you did find. You did encounter the gangs and took out the Xanathar gang. What you were hoping to just be some type of verbal challenge ended up being a fight with Xanathar only. Zentarum seemed to let you do what you wanted and left the battle. Further, you found that it was actually the Xanathar that were being a bit more aggressive about these gang fights anyways. It wasn't so much the Zentarum. They were actually protecting the warehouse. Not that the Zentarum are great people. So, I believe we ended with you taking 2 prisoners, one in a barrel and the other just tied up and sleeping. Are 2 prisoners? Did you take 2?
It was 2, right?
I thought it was 2.
Yeah.
And one was in a
It was
barrel.
definitely 2. I just wasn't sure whether we had them both in a barrel.
Yeah, I think one was knocked out and the one was in the
Yeah.
barrel, right?
Yeah.
And the
That
one in the
sounds
barrel
right.
is the one that woke up because it was just the sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alrighty.
And he has a voice like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Definitely.
Did you
had to
practice?
remind him, didn't you? You had to.
Good, my memory is so damn good.
You do your DM homework? Watch SpongeBob.
No.
That's bad.
What is Chrysanth talking about? At some point, do people just ignore it? Oh, yeah, that's just Greg.
Hmm.
The beard, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, have you been out and about with that?
Yeah. Oh,
People
well,
definitely would give you looks.
so we had a pressure washer guy come over and clean some stuff here.
Yeah.
And I went out and met him with a full beard, and then I went and paid him with this after he was done. He didn't say anything, but he didn't shake my hand. It was weird. But
And would he usually? Yeah.
I don't know. It's the first time I met him. But
The last
yeah.
time, I would say.
yeah, oh god, that guy's weird.
I'm lucky I came out alive from that guy.
Honestly, though, he works in Florida. He's probably used to it. I don't know.
Fuck, who knows what he's seen? Yeah.
Right.
Just call into
You see
people's
some shit.
houses every day. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So anywho.
stories.
Stories. You all are rolling the barrel. Where exactly? Where are you heading with this barrel?
Didn't we want to go to the,
The
order?
I think.
So the temple order, what
Yeah.
is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, you start heading down to the Hall of Justice, which I believe is in the Castle Ward. About this time, Bagu. By the way, Bagu can't have his camera on today. It's there's issues. Party too hard, but no.
I mean, that's good, but it's not gonna look very good.
Yeah. But Bagu. But I was just saying he is
literally
here.
in a bunker.
Oh wow, that looks
Wow.
amazing. You are in a bunker.
That's a very hello,
Yes.
darkness, my old friend. Why?
Blink twice if there's a guy with a gun off screen.
Because
There's just
please
more trash
much
off
more
screen.
for Ukraine.
And actually, that's a very nice looking door, though.
No, it's awful. Barely closes.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, the pains of buying a new house. Well, new. Anyways,
Yeah.
Bagu, you wake up to the rhythmic motion of going up and down slightly. You realize you're in your shell.
Jesus Christ.
Before that, though, you were walking along with the rest of the party, heading toward the field ward, planning to head out to investigate the scarecrow problem, when suddenly your vision went white, and then things started to come into focus, but not in a normal way, in almost like a dreamlike state ways. Nothing was completely vivid or anything like that. All you got were these visions of it's almost as though you were looking through someone else's eyes, but it wasn't someone else. Someone on all fours, rolling around in some shrubbery, happy. You can't really look around too much. It's not very vivid, but you can get a sense of happiness. Walking to a stream, catching a fish, and then eventually you get picked up. It was a weird sensation. You walked over this strange looking thing in the dirt when it flashed, and next thing you know, you're shaking off. It starts to become a bit more vivid. Some type of it's not the right music. Some type of building, stone walls, dirt ground. You can't move very far. There's a cage. You can't even stand up all the way. Robes, gold, black robes, walking by. Can't look up high enough to see anything more than that. You're starting to feel bored, hungry. The days pass by. It feels like it's taking days and that you're just waiting there. And then you think back and it doesn't feel like it's been days, but you get the sense that it's gone by. Experiments start. Prodding, painful, some type of contraption. Don't know what it could possibly be. Spells cast on you, shocks, fire, cold. Eventually, things start making sense. Things start becoming understandable. You can hear a voice. You can understand the voice. Somehow. One time it focuses in, you can hear, "No, no, no, no! It's not working, god damn it! Why don't they understand?" The experiments continue. Eventually, you understand that this is some wizard working on you. For some reason, you're not sure. Nothing's clear. Except eventually, the wizard just doesn't come back, doesn't show up. One day, just leaves you in the cage to starve. In desperation, it gets cloudy. You can't make it out. Eventually, you're in a forest. You go to other bears. It's different. They're so primal. You go off your own way. And then you wake up. You're in your shell, moving up and down. Slightly.
Do I see the rest of the group? Or am I upside down?
Hold on. You're still in your shell. Yeah, you feel like you're upside down.
Torrent.
I'm on the wrong way.
I'll put my head out of my shell and try and look around.
You put your head out and you're looking between Thorin's legs.
Do I recognize Thorin's legs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
Muscular.
this is Thorin. You can kind of look
There's
up
3 of them.
and you see Thorin's crotch. Luckily, he's not wearing a
Three
kilt.
legs.
You can put me down now.
Oh. Bagger, you're back. And I just put the shell on the floor.
You're
I'll
awake.
take out the rest of my limbs and turn around. Stand up.
You gave us quite a good scare.
I had an odd vision. Looks like something from the past.
Just reflections, memories, or anything more?
Could be spirits of the forest.
Maybe they're trying to tell you something?
I am not quite certain yet.
Well, something to contemplate at any rate.
They indeed bring weird. At weird timings, they bring visions. Well, we were anyways able to do some work outside.
Are we
So
heading to the farms now?
we first have to bring these 2 prisoners here. To
And
the
you
order.
see there is they say 2 prisoners, and they're dragging one guy who seems tied up, knocked out, and they're rolling along a barrel, and where every once in a while you hear a oof, ow, oof.
Oh yeah, that's standard practice by now. We've already done it with Dark Elf.
Yeah, that's how we do
We'll
it.
become
That's
a
how
party
we
spell.
roll.
Yeah. That's how
I'm
we
sure
roll.
the other guy is in the barrel as well.
Yeah,
Barrel
you've had-
shortage in the city.
We will always bring the barrels back.
yeah.
Has there been much trouble?
A little bit. But
We,
nothing we couldn't handle.
Got
Yep.
involved with the Zentrum and Xanathar again. We had to sort out a bit of trouble in this ward. We're bringing these 2 guys to the Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I will see to take the front line in the next fight then.
If you're feeling up to it.
Yep. Okay. So you continue towards the castle ward, coming to the Hall of Justice. We'll say Sabra Bellabrata told Capatis where it was. It's slightly west of the market, and you come up to what looks to be a bit of a plateau with stairs carved out of the plateau going up on top of it.
Well, poor guy in the barrel, I guess.
Yep.
Roll them up the stairs. The workout. Like,
You chose the thug life. The thug life has bestowed its blessings.
some of them do have neck tattoos, I think.
That's always good,
you
giving
very much.
inspirations to
That's
Capatis.
an inspiration to Capatis.
Nice.
Always a wise choice.
Wise choice. Thank you, Puma Man Redux, for that. For some reason, the sound's not working. Probably for the same reason that it wasn't working for Spotify. But yes, meters, monitors. Oh my. Come on. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Oh, there it is.
Yesterday last time was leg day. Now Thorin is gonna do arms and chest training.
You walk up to this large building made of wood, but the windows on either side of the main entryway are large stained glass windows. It depicts someone on top of a dragon with one hand missing, raising a sword in the other, and on the other it looks to be a beggar of some sort. It depicts a beggar in these stained glass windows next to the doors.
Can
What
we
are the
do
doors made of?
I guess I know who these are, but I'm gonna do a relation check for Carson.
Me
'cause
too.
Probably doesn't
Might
know
as well.
if he hasn't read it somewhere.
Yep. Go for it. Oh, I don't have the log up. Ha ha ha.
No, he
There it is.
definitely doesn't know.
Oh, that's weird. There we go. Okay. Thorn recognized them as someone that has just escaped my mind. I don't think it's Tyr. It's
Tyr is the one with the
Missing a hand, I think.
lost hand. Yeah, that's the
Is it?
broken god.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
And-
Tyr, and then the other one was the yeah, that's definitely
Ilmater?
Tyr. Ilmater, thank you. Yep. The beggar. Ilmater sucks, man. I don't know why I said that. I don't like it.
Wow.
Me
Is
personally.
that spelled ill matter, is it? Like
Ilmater, yeah.
Yeah, Ilmater. Yeah.
The god of sacrifice.
Yep. Anywho, you see what appears to be some type of fully plated guard out in the front of the two main double doors there. The doors themselves seem closed, but nothing here shouts that you're not authorized or anything like that. If you just want to try to walk right in. The guard will, when you come by, the guard will stop you and say, "Oh, I should have seen if I have any NPC names I have to do." Halt! Why are you bringing the knocked out and a barrel?
We have had some business with Paladin. On her request, we've been looking into some of the gang wars. I believe her name was Savara Barbarata. Tell her she's got a quarrel, we've got a barrel. So let's see if she can help us ask some questions to some thugs that might help resolve the issue, or at least get us some more information.
One moment. He'll walk in through the double doors. He doesn't even bother to close them, but he turns to you and says, "Wait here. Don't bring those inside yet."
Fair enough.
And he seems to walk down the main hallway. Looking into this place, you see the floor seemed to be some type of well-shined stone. Puma Man Redux giving something Caricer. Nice. Probably a reroll. Wow. See, he's nice. He doesn't make me do this crap.
Yeah.
He walks to the end. You see that there are two pretty large doors to either side of this hallway, and that's it in the hallway. And then he goes to the end where there's another door at the very end of the hallway. He walks through it, not really able to make out what's at the end there. After a bit, he comes back, and he says, "You may enter. Go down to the end. She's in there."
Very well, and we'll take the barrel and the prison.
All right. You continue to roll, which suddenly feels a lot better for the person in the barrel, since it's not the floor itself seems pretty smooth and all that. Really
rolling the Hayden.
You do a little ditty to yourself. Got it. You head into this room. You open the door, and what it looks to be a room with benches around the side. In the middle is this large altar. It's ornate with gold lining around it. You see candles, as well as some permanent stone fixtures of cubbies and other type things on it. This room itself looks pretty bare, but it looks to be some type of, you would imagine, ceremony room of some sort. You head to, you see Bella Brata there, waiting at the altar. You see her familiar, well-fitted plate mail with her long blonde braid. What? What? Oh, you knew? Oh, that's not going to be
NPC
confusing
name.
at all. Next NPC name is you knew. And with that, she says, "So I heard you brought some prisoners.
Correct.
This was for the thing I asked you about."
Indeed. We have been looking into the matter. Certainly, quite a lot of conflicts going on in the region, but particularly the fieldwork has been interesting. Seems to be somewhat one-sided. Classic case of defenders and aggressors. We have, for now, acted as appearing as a neutral third party. Stopped one fight. There have been some casualties, but these two we were able to rescue.
Okay. Chrysant says, "You mean you're not traveling barrel salesman?" Slaps the top of the barrel. "This thing can hold so many prisoners in it."
Good thinking.
But she says, "Oh, but I did not expect prisoners. What do you hope to gain from them? I just assumed they were gangs fighting."
Mainly information, and I figured, much as we might be able to try to get some information out, probably it's better to do it if we are working on your behalf with your knowledge, and perhaps with some of your say as to what happens to them. We're not cold-blooded killers, after all. Well, some of us maybe, but we try not to. When we are on a job, it's a matter of professionalism.
Okay.
Be professional.
The
She says-
Xanathar do.
Mhm.
Oh, the Xanathar do seem rather dangerous, given the fact what type of creatures they have in their ranks. So more information on them would be useful.
She will say, "Very well. Why don't you let him out? I don't think he's going to get very far in here."
Sure thing. I assume that she's got some chairs, so we'll just sit them in there, tie their hands behind the chairs. Just
Thank
in
you,
case
Gang
they-
Overdose, for following. Yep, she will bring over a chair and allow one of you to tie him to the chair, though he doesn't seem particularly. He looks around nervously, trying to figure out what's going on.
I have
This is
manacles. I can
SpongeBob,
just put
right?
those on.
Yeah. What did Bagu do?
I have manacles, so I can just.
Oh,
but,
okay.
yeah.
You put
They were
manacles
initially
on.
designed for Kinku, but I guess we decided to spare them.
So, were you correcting someone's grammar, Notch Physics?
No, definitely not.
Are you a grammar? A grammar? It's true. So yeah, you tie him up, and this is SpongeBob. God damn it. I'm gonna get it wrong the first few times. And he says, "Oh no, no, that's not right. Oh no, why are you tying me up? Let me go."
Well, that's what happens when you start waging what seems to be a war of aggression amongst the gangs. thought we'd bring you to the very authority you so easily and so happily defy. Could you tell us maybe what's going on? And who knows, you are in House of Divines. Perhaps they will take you in. They shall maybe even help you out with some of your injuries for your partner. Things could go up from here for you. So why don't you talk, my friend? And I roll persuasion if I can find
That
the
would be
button.
persuasion. Okay. 16. He looks at you, looks around. He kind of seems to be thinking. You see him stick his tongue out through a missing tooth a little bit, put it back in. He seems to be not the most well kept with his somewhat long, stringy hair. Right under the hair, you see the small tattoo of the circle with lines coming out. You know it to be of Xanathar. And he says, "I hate this character so much."
For the people to spare.
He says, "I don't need to tell you anything." And you'll know before he was defiant as violently defiant, this comes off as defiant but more like scared.
It's not so much a matter of need, my friend. It's a matter of what is best for you. Now, do you think you are in some trouble? Think about that very hard. Think about that very well. I know you've probably got some concern. Oh no, I can't give up my friends. Now, here's the thing. They probably think you're dead, or they probably think you're a traitor anyways. So, if you tell us what the hell this gang war is about, the nice priests will let you probably go on your way. Maybe they give you some decent work. Maybe they help you. Just don't make it such a pain to get the information. Do you know? Look, okay, like I've been dealing these past few days with a very proactive barbarian friend of mine, and a total with a very interesting diet. So you do not, you do not want to get on the bad side of the interrogation. Okay, just use your eyes, look around, and make a good decision for once in your life. How about that?
You can roll on intimidate, but also roll persuasion because you committed Savra to something.
All right, and intimidate. Aha.
He will start blabbering. All right. Goddamn. Hey, it's just gang warfare. You know, the gangs hate each other. That's how it goes. Savra will speak up and say, if you'd like, I can cast Zone of Truth.
Well, you could have started with that. But yeah, before that, just in case that interferes, I'm going to guess roll an insight on the guy to see whether he's withholding or not.
Sure.
Well, I'm perfectly certain that he is perfectly all right.
Roll
There's
again.
nothing of any concern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, these guys are hard to read. SpongeBob can't really pick up intonations or anything like that real well with him. What is it? She will start doing her cast. She grabs this holy symbol around her. I think of Tyr, the holy symbol of Tyr around her neck, and says a few words. And you can feel this. You don't see it, but it's almost like heat waves coming out from here. It goes out all around her. All of you roll a charisma save.
Oof. Okay.
Let's see. Capatus, fail. Balgu, save. Carisher, fail. Thorin, fail. So, Balgu, you can say whatever you want. The rest of you, you cannot tell a lie right now.
Okay.
You don't have to tell the truth, but you can't tell a lie. And she just tells you, I do believe it worked.
Does seem to be the case.
So the SpongeBob will continue on. Yeah, it's just they stole the stone of galore. Yeah, and he catches himself like what the hell?
What is that stone?
Anyone can do a knowledge if you want. History.
Okay. Oof.
This bot comes into our chat and tries to sell crap, and this is how good the moderator is. The moderator tries to get them to subscribe.
Perfect.
Duh. Alrighty. History 14. Never heard of it.
Fuck.
He doesn't say anything after that. He seems to have just closed his mouth.
What is the Stone of Galore?
I don't know.
Where is the stone taken to? Where is it located now?
I don't know. Those filthy Xanathar.
Wait, you're the Xanathar.
It's filthy Zentara.
So the Zentarum took the stone from you. From whom did you take the stone?
I don't know.
If you were
Do I,
trying to... okay. In your attack, were you trying to reclaim the stone?
Is it obvious he's lying? Do I know? Holding
You
back.
can't tell with your insight, but according to Savra,
Oh, right.
he's under Zone of Truth. Yeah.
Hmm.
What was the last thing Kapatis asked?
So yes, you were trying to reclaim the stone from the warehouse, right? In your attack.
No.
So it was just a general attack without knowing anything.
Those despicable Zentarum, they took it.
So you're just waging an undirected offensive against them.
It's called war. I hate
Right.
SpongeBob.
I'll turn to the woman and ask her, do you know of this stone?
Oh, yeah, she has to check for it too, does she?
No, she's the one who cast it. Oh, actually, let me see. That's a good question.
That would be funny.
I don't think so.
And I turn to Karisar and ask for the book. Just kidding.
I'll roll for it 'cause it probably won't matter anyway. Oh, it does matter.
Definitely is going to. Chrysanth.
Okay. A creature enters the spell. Say creature can't speak. And there's huh. Well.
I mean,
Oh,
if
actually,
you
yes.
read it.
Yes, it does. Because she can cast it far away from her, and so she did not do that.
Okay.
Read your spells, DM. But yeah, you're not sure if you know it affected her or not. But she was inside the spell. And she says, "No, I do not know anything about the stone of galore. It was called."
All right. So we know the name of the object, but we'll need to see how we can actually resolve that. Okay.
Who do you get your orders from?
I was just about to ask.
He smiles with his toothy grin, with brown teeth and missing, some of them missing, and says, Xanathar.
So you have. Is that a person's name or the organization's name in general? So, by saying Xanathar, do you refer to the organization and are trying to weasel out of it, or are we talking about one specific individual by that name?
I don't know if Davil told us who Xanathar is necessarily, or who told us that. Or was that the gnome who told us?
Yeah, I think we
Gnome.
just got told the names of the gangs. Don't we?
I don't know.
He says, Xanathar, the leader.
Okay.
His name
So
is
you-
Xanathar.
Okay, so you're a lieutenant of them. All right. Give us the names of all the other lieutenants that you are interacting with.
Other lieutenants.
Yes. Well, you seem to be somewhat of a leader of at least one of his troops. So, what are the names of the others, and what are the locations?
He tries to say something, can't get it out, stops, looks frustrated. Doesn't say anything.
Where are the main bases of the Xanathar?
If I told you that, I'd be dead immediately.
Yes, and you, like I was saying, and like I was impressing on you earlier, quite strongly. Your friends probably all think you're dead already. Just think of this as a brand new beginning, because yeah, if they have any wits about them, if we do let you go now, what's going to happen is they'll find out where you've been and they will assume that you have betrayed them. And the fate that they hold for you, my friend, that's not gonna be nice. That's not gonna be nice at all.
You can roll
I'd like to help out in
Yeah.
intimidation.
Yeah.
I just
And the only reason I'm not doing guidance because, like you were saying, in these social situations, it's a little bit of advantage. So,
Yeah, it'd be strange.
yeah,
I'll lean
so
in and just say that I enjoy
intimidational.
killing his friends.
Yeah, one can roll intimidation with advantage, or you can both roll, up to you.
Capatis do it.
Damn.
He has good
Oh,
out of combat
gosh.
rolls. Fuck, I jinxed him.
Yeah. You know, I kind of wish I let you do the intimidation on that one because it probably would be better with them. I haven't got any sort of bonuses for it.
Neither do I, because I'm an idiot.
I've got some
Persuasion
for
instead.
general persuasion, but not so much for intimidation, unfortunately.
I went
So,
persuasion to insight on a barb.
He says, I'd rather die to whatever you're gonna do than die to Xanathar. I don't want to be turned to stone.
I turn to
Stone.
what was that, Savara and say, "Okay, can you help us out a little bit? What is the most ill-spirited member of the order? Which religion is that? And what is the nastiest and most inquisitorial punishment that they have in stock, if I might be humble enough to inquire?"
And I'll say, you have a god of crying. How about you make him cry?
Oh. Well, let's go.
Are you trying to intimidate him, or are you trying to just
I'm trying to
Actually
persuade her
ask
and
her.
intimidate him.
probably be, if I remember right, she'll say, well, technically Oh, I'm gonna say this name wrong, and everybody's gonna make fun of me. I'll just make you guys do it. How would you pronounce that god?
Quad.
Or,
Or
Okay.
I mean, literally.
It's horror,
I'd be a
right?
bit-
Or
If I was a
Right.
god and I got
It is-
named that,
it is
I'd be
pronounced whore.
vengeful as
It
all
is
hell to.
actually pronounced whore. I just looked it up on Forgotten Realms wiki.
Yep, a whore. She would say, "Well, whore." The god of vengeance would probably be the most.
God of OnlyFans.
uh, thank you, Paul. That's helpful.
We agree, Paul.
But he doesn't seem to want to budge on it. He looks like he'd literally rather die to whatever you are gonna do than betray Xanathar.
You
I'll
said
ask him-
earlier. You said earlier. Turn to stone. Is Xanathar wizard?
He smiles again and laughs.
So
Savra
no.
will tell you.
Is
I-
it kind of general knowledge? Like, do we know what Xanathar is?
You can roll
I
a
think someone
history.
told us on
Yeah, if you can roll a
session one.
history, it's not a hard roll.
Okay, well, -1, we'll see.
If you get over 10, you'd
Yep.
probably know that
For sure, that's
Xanathar
Wow.
is a
Damn.
beholder.
So we kind of know he's a beholder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to ask him if he's met him in person before.
But isn't Xanathar like, or isn't the guild like something like over 100 years old or something?
Yeah.
I don't know how old beholders can get.
What was your history
Especially-
check? 13.
18.
Yeah, you're not sure.
18.
18. Two of you got 18. You've heard rumors that Xanathar has always been ruled by a beholder, but maybe not always the same one.
Hmm.
You can do a knowledge
Makes
nature on
sense.
beholders and maybe get something.
That's Pathfinder again, isn't it?
Yes, Chrysanth, I am very jaded by stuff, and this is the way.
So let's just say, like, if I know they're a strong monster, I'm just gonna assume they live longer than humans. But I got 1. I don't know why I rolled. I have to roll again, right?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
no,
a
no,
natural
it's not a
one.
Not a
natural
natural.
one.
Oh, it's not true.
Okay. Yeah. None of you really know too much about beholders, other than the generally what they look like, and they do different things from their eyes.
They look like the tattoo. That's all. That's what I know.
A bit.
Accurate depiction. That's what I think.
Yeah, but you're not exactly sure where they come from necessarily, or how long they live, or anything like that, or how they die.
Okay. So
But actually, I did ask if he'd ever met him in person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he will say, yes, at the feast hall.
Where is the feast hall? Can you point it out to us on the map? We just roll out the map for him.
He looks like he's trying to say something, and it's like watching Liar Liar. He's like, yes.
Do
Is
so?
it also underground?
I'm not answering any more questions.
That probably means yes.
God of
Probably.
OnlyFans.
That's what made me snicker. A wonderful clip, by the way. Really good. Really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. He clips. Suspicious salty turtle Pete is a roll tie.
I'd like to ask Savara, do you have a map of the sewers?
No, we do not usually operate in the sewers at all.
But you know that's where a lot of this gang is.
Yes, I have heard the Xanathar's headquarters in the sewers somewhere.
And no one, organization like yourself, doesn't want to map it out. Know a bit more about this violent gang in your city.
We choose to stay on the surface level. Perhaps one of the other organizations do. I don't know.
Well, unless anybody has any other ideas, I think we might be reaching the end of the utility of this one. If, unless anybody else has any other suggestions, I'm thinking the priests of Hor might just have a new little conscript for whatever punishment circle they might be having. I'm sure they would be delighted to help us.
Is that a very delayed chuckle there?
Oh god.
Can't pretend like I didn't almost as well. So.
Horror's gonna punish you.
Look,
Gonna
it
punish
is what it
Punish your
is.
wallet.
Put
Punish
on
your
my
wallet.
best straight poker face. Okay, I'm trying. Yes, the god of Hor shall
Yes.
shall judge you.
Sabra says God of,
British.
not God of Hor, but Hor, the god, and the entire party just goes.
I know what's going to happen with these two poor captives. You saw that episode of Futurama where they find the people who died to Snoo Snoo with the shattered
Yes.
Oh my
pelvis.
god.
That's basically how they will be.
Death is news too.
Yay!
I mean,
That's not a
probably
good thing. Don't be gay.
Okay. Yeah.
He looks a bit nervous, but he seems made up on his mind. He doesn't want to say anything more.
Well, I suppose.
Well, then I guess he's all yours.
Yeah.
I will turn him into the authorities then.
No,
Fine
I'm
for us.
still saying the priesthood might have their fun with it. Anyways, the question then becomes: we now have a bit more of an understanding about the nature of the conflict, which is at least partially what we were set out to do. If you truly are looking to end the conflict for good, you would need to probably reclaim this stone that is effectively ending the war on one side, or you would need to take out Beholder, that's ending the war on another side. I somehow doubt we'll just get get the stone to be returned nice and happily or friendly like. So, can we consider this a job done, or if you would like us to press on, I would like some further help because it's probably going to be an expedition down to the sewers.
I'll just add to Capatis and say we can keep breaking up fights and bring you people, but as you heard him, it's a war. I can't really stop a war that easily.
This is more serious than just a couple of fights and some field
It's not
war.
drunk gang members arguing over who gets to sell what kind of illicit crap.
You see Sabra leave. She grabs the chair. Oh, actually, before she leaves, she says, "This is a job well done. If things go as you said, I would invite you." And she turns to Capatis, given who you are and who you worship, and the way that you express your power. I would invite you to the Order of the Gauntlet if you so choose.
I might very well consider that. Will I have to pass a trial, or have I just done so?
This was the trial, so no.
Excellent.
She will tell you if I blah blah blah. Do I have to go search for it? I'm gonna have to go search for it. She will tell you the benefits of doing that, and I know where to find those benefits, those friends with benefits.
Yeah, Kapata, slide into her DMs.
Jeez. Divine miracles.
There it is. Yeah, so she will tell you that that about the connections they have to temples and stuff like that. So if you ever are in need of any type of healing or basic restoration, you can get most of that for as being part of the order, as well as if you get in trouble with the law in any way, putting in a good word as being part of the order is like putting in a good word, and it decreases the severity of any type of trouble you might get in with the law. And then of course you can always call on them if you find some evil that that you need help with. They're willing to step up, depending on what it is.
That might be quite useful both for myself as some of my fellows potentially. For now, as we said, job well done. Any chance you can help us out? I am currently in the process of trying to help out some of my fellows as well on equally well-intentioned quests. We might be quite keen on making use of any magic items, anything that you can pass along to use, rather than gather dust in some warehouse somewhere.
We do not have many magic items, as you say. It's not really our specialty. And unfortunately, we are not actually, even though I can tell who you worship, we are not officially connected with Gong in any way, who is known for that type of thing, I suppose. But that being said, if the need arises, perhaps I can find something.
Well noted. And take care of these two. Do try to give them the justice end of the law, if I were to say so. They did endanger quite a lot of otherwise defenseless people.
Yes. This is why I sent you on the quest in the first place. Many innocents were getting involved in this in an unfortunate way. So I appreciate it, and hopefully they take it off the streets going forward.
I rather doubt it. We have tried. We have tried our best, and sure, it will be a deterrent. But as we said, it's clearly a war. It's going to, if anything, I'm thinking it's going to be an escalation, unless on a larger scale, an organizational move is made. Whether it's with yourselves, with somebody else, something does need to be done, or it will just allow to brew over and an even larger conflict will.
By the way, you are new to the city, yes?
That is correct.
You should check out the House of Inspired Hand. It is the House of Inspired Hands. It is quite a wonder. It is the Temple of Gong in the city.
I shall make it a point to make a visit.
And she'll tell you where it is. Sea Watch Street and Shark Street, if you really want to know, but it's in the Sea Ward.
Excellent.
But with that, she
Is it
drags
possible?
Go ahead.
Is it possible that as compensation we could at least get some healing?
Who of you look hurt? Who of you are hurt?
I am at 11 out of 19.
Yeah, 13 out of
4,
27.
14.
I was thinking we might do a long rest before setting out for this scarecrow. So,
She will go to each of you and touch you and heal you to full.
Awesome.
Uses her lay on hands. She has like 25 points.
I have a
or
lot of
something
HP. Touch me twice.
Oh, you can't take Kapata's girlfriend. Why?
Not a
It's
cuck
not
stream.
Netarare.
Really, Chrysanth? Why you like this?
Horn dong? What?
Yeah. So, anyways,
My god has a cool name.
or maybe if Chad Meme had a triple chin after getting kicked by a mule. Thank you. That's really nice of you, Anvek. So, with that, you head out. She will drag out the prisoner not releasing from the chair, just dragging the chair with her, and drag the other one. Get another knight in the facility to drag out the other one with her, the knocked out one. Where do you head to?
All right. Well, at what point are we in the day? So is it morning,
It's probably
midday?
late, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's getting kind of
Or
late.
so I'm
evening,
thinking
late
heavy-
evening when we did the fight, right?
Yeah, it's probably around 8 or so at this point, p.m. 2000.
Was it me or was I told the scarecrow usually acts at night?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
No.
You
Oh,
are.
that works out.
The scarecrow is usually active at these hours. We should hurry.
Yeah.
All right with me.
You do know, based on the location it gave you, you don't know exactly how far it is. You'd probably have to ask around a bit on who's seen what, but you do know it's northeast of the city.
Yeah, so it's the idea was initially that we would kind of go through the field ward and then go out like a north gate. I kind of assume.
Sure. All right, so you head up to the field ward. You take a coach. It costs exactly 9 copper, and you head right out the city. They do not stop you. The city guards. These are guards, but the city watch takes care of inside the city. The city guards take care of outside the city. And I might have that backwards, but whatever. And the city guards do not stop you from leaving or anything. They watch you pass, but that's about it. You head
By the
out.
way, retroactively, something I wanted to, and I forgot. As we were going out of that temple, can I keep an eye out for anyone wearing the golden black robes from the vision?
Yep. If you want, the way I usually run that is you'd have advantage, which means +5 to your passive perception for that, and you'd have disadvantage, which means -5 from your passive perception for anything else. If you want to run it like that. So you're just paying extra attention out for that specifically.
Yeah, when we were in that magic-filled ward. Not once we're in the fields, of course.
Oh, okay. Yep. So yeah, you head up to the field ward. You don't see anybody wearing those things.
Okay.
You start heading outside the city. There's a slight slope down from the walls of the city, which look to be decently maintained. You head out about an hour. Or not. Go ahead.
We could ask one of the guards. They should have heard complaints.
Worth a try. I'm gonna be back real
Yes.
quick.
Alrighty.
Cool.
So there's guards at the gate. I guess we'll stop next to
Okay.
them. Hello, friend. Have you heard anything about a scarecrow attacking people?
Have you heard the good word? Let me
Our Lord
bring
and
up.
Savior murder scarecrow?
Yes. Let me go to the latest thing, which was, oh yeah. The guard says he's wearing the orange and green colors of Waterdeep. Jesus, he's wearing what seems to be scale mail with a helmet, and he says, it looks to be a human, and he says, "Well met there, Turtle. My name's Yunu. This is next to me is Who knew, my brother. So, scarecrows, you say? Well, cocked eye. Ah, okay. Yes. Now that you mention it, I heard from a farmstead, the Hillberry farmstead. In fact, I believe it was. His name was. It was about an hour and a half north. Just follow the main road, the high road there, and you should get to it in about an hour and a half. A farm, mainly some type of corn, I think. You'll probably see it on the way.
Thank you, friend.
Have there
Oh,
been
no
many casualties resulting from these scarecrow attacks?
Well, the people I talked to, people tell you knew things all the time, but these people didn't seem to lose any people per se, just cattle and such.
Any damage to property? Is it just
I
basic?
don't think so. But at least they didn't tell me. I don't know. I've heard that it's killing their livestock and things like that.
Interesting. When did this start?
Give me 1 second. That's a bit of an important fact. And I need to look it up real quick. Yeah. He will say, I started hearing it some months back, I think, actually. It's
Has anybody else tried to do anything about them?
I don't think so. The reports have been sporadic, and no one's actually died from it or anything. A lot of this stuff is. I'll be frank with you. I don't think it's real. You know, people come up with all types of reasons for things.
We shall certainly have to try and verify that one way or the other. So, very much thank you for the help. May your scale mail hold true. Whatever.
Thank you. Yes, and give a good review if anyone asks. You knew. Don't forget. Alrighty. Okay, good. So you can head out that way. Eventually, the road does lead past farm after farm. You're heading out. You start realizing something.
Are we still in the carriage?
No, you'd be on foot by now. The coach won't leave the city. You start realizing, Capatus, this is getting weirdly somewhat close to where an event happened in your past. A massacre. But you continue on, and eventually you see the farmstead they're talking about. It seems to be a modest house, a single floor, maybe a few rooms inside. Out in the distance a bit, you see there's also some type of storage shed, and you see fields of looks like some type of corn-like product. As well as around the other way, you see, they probably have some livestock of some sort over there. About 5 more minutes up the road, you'd be at that site as well.
Does it look like there's anyone in the house?
It's a bit far off the road. There's a path that leads to it. From where you are, don't see any life right now. It is dark. It's pretty late at this point. They could be asleep.
We could ask the owners first. They would be the most affected.
Curtis kind of snaps out of the little pondering that he's been doing for a while and says, "Oh yes, that seems like a good idea. Let's see what the locals say, and then we can have a bit of a look around." I try to, whilst we are kind of approaching, even though it's getting dark, I'm going to say that we can still see, because I would like to just look around the field, see if I can see anything out of the ordinary, anything that strikes the eye.
All right, roll perception. Where is it? Oh, let's do this. No. Come on, why are you doing this to me, D&D Beyond?
As we were walking around, I would like to also kind of check for if there's any patrols or any guards that are outside the city, any patrols or anything.
Guidance and that.
Yeah, you walking along, you know that they do go along the high road some. The city guards do. They don't go too far out from the city. But You didn't see any today on your trek here.
Not too much.
Perception 14. You look around. You do see the post of a scarecrow, but there's no scarecrow on it. Out in the middle of the cornfield. On the other side of the road, you see another field. Perhaps it's a different crop. You're not sure. It looks to be what do you call it? Plowed already? Not plowed. Harvested already. The fields look mostly empty, though with some shreds of something or other still there. But you see another whole farmstead there with another house in the distance, somewhat similar in stature.
What would I need to roll for to know anything about animated scarecrows?
That
Arcana,
would be Arcana, probably.
Okay. 16.
16.
Ah.
You do know that they're considered constructs, that they are generally, sometimes, created magically. You do know that they can also spontaneously come into existence based on other things that happen around them. Sometimes magic related, sometimes even undead related. When there's some type of energies in the area, there's sometimes a side effect as things will become animated.
Okay.
Scarecrows happen to be one of those things where it's in between magic and undead, and it could go either way.
Hmm.
Coming closer to the house, does there seem like anyone's inside?
As you get closer, you do notice that there is a horse outside, but as it seems to be sleeping on the ground. But as you get closer, you realize the horse doesn't. It's not sleeping. You see some flies around it. It looks to have its whole center section gutted, torn open, and it's just on the ground dead.
We may be a bit late.
Can we hear anything from inside?
Yeah, I'll get closer to the house.
Yeah, do a perception check up here.
I will too.
With an advantage. So it's a 5 or a 23 with advantage.
What do you get advantage on? I forget.
I get a shield that gives me advantage on perception and initiative.
That's right.
Very nice.
Nice.
Insane.
So, no one really hears anything. Bagu, you're listening closely to the house, and you just hear this slight noise, and you realize it's not from the house. It's from next to you at the storage shed. You look over. The storage shed seems to be wooden, a single, maybe 15 feet up at the tip of its roof. It has a door on the side. The storage shed itself seems to be L-shaped, but the door is closed.
So did it sound like the door just closed? Or is that a sound from within the storage shed?
You weren't looking at it, but you did get a 23. I would say it was muffled, maybe from within.
Okay. I motion towards the storage shed and try and slowly walk next to it and open the door.
They're still talking about my beard on YouTube. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
follow stealthily.
Uh,
I mean, I can't.
Yeah, Anvek is doing his job, doing what he needs to do.
all right, so you head towards the storage shed. You can walk up to it. You listen now. You don't hear any noises.
I open the door.
The door opens with a creak. Okay, more creaky than that. But it looks dark inside. Do you does Bagu
produce
have night
flame.
vision?
No, I
Okay.
have produced flame.
Ah, so you just produce a flame as the interior becomes lit. You look around. You see the general type of things you might see in a storage shed. You see tools hanging on the wall. You see a pile of wood. You see a cart that's over on its side, just looks to be up there in storage. Looking around some more, you see that there is you turn to the right, and you see there is the L part. As you go in, the part that bends slightly to make that L shape is actually walled off as a separate section of the storage shed. But above the door, it's not walled off, and there's actually a loft section that goes across both of the rooms. And on that loft section, you see canvas and other type things. You see some hay up there. But nothing stands out.
So is there a door leading to the other section?
There is, and there's a door leading to that other section.
Okay. I guess I'll go open the next door. It's a scarecrow. How difficult can it be?
Do something real quick. Okay. Up near the hay section, you hear a sound. Well, I had this set up, but my cat just walked all over it. Excellent. You hear this strangely frightening sound, this cackle come out. It sounds unnatural, though. And as you look up to see where it comes from, all you see are these two glowing bright orbs. Roll a wisdom save, Bagu. Yes, Anvek, they found Lofty. You see a bad
Boodum.
take.
You see that? That was good.
A 12. With that, you feel the frightening, paralyzing. You feel the paralyzing effect of fear course through your body, but you
Rings of Power wasn't that bad.
you shut it off. Oh God, you shut it off. That was the most terrifying thing you've said to me. No, I'm joking. I know you're doing Lofty, but you shut it out of you though. You're able to shunt it off, and it
I
doesn't.
mean, if it
affect
said
you.
that, I'm throwing the flame right at him.
Yep. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Got him.
nice.
Come on, roll high. I want to smash a scarecrow. Not that way.
Oof. Great.
Cat, you are a nuisance.
Only problem, I don't have any spells left anymore. I can
That was
only go
hilarious.
with.
That's why I was hoping for a long rest before we set out. But oh well.
Yeah, I'm fully out of spells. If I had at least a short rest, I could throw something at him. Now I only have.
I was hoping
I
we could
don't
start
think I
with
raged.
the flame throwing at the hay, because then we could just leave and watch it burn down.
Joker
You're
style.
dead anyway.
Burn, burn.
Let me go ahead and do. Where is it? Here it is. Aha!
We're in the galaxy again. With the
Interstellar monstrosity.
That wasn't supposed to be the galaxy.
being
That's
of the
supposed to be
void there.
Dirt.
The
God damn it, Cat. Really? What are you
Cthulhu.
doing? Here, we'll just move this one over. Now it's not a galaxy. Of course, now it looks way too bright for
finally
nighttime.
touch grass.
Yeah, make it dark.
Now I don't have to be mad on Twitter anymore. Yay!
I might I just gonna refresh the stream. Getting some
The
lag.
right side. What's that?
I'm just gonna refresh the stream. I'm just getting some lag.
Oh, okay. The right side is the loft,
The loft?
that spans the two sections of the rooms. Oop, I gotta pull you in. God damn it, Cat! You are such a nuisance right now.
That actually worked.
Oh, nice.
It's like it has cheat or something in a bad game. Run the
Cart. And big old shelf. And yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pull. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Where did I put your characters? Come on, don't derp on me now, Greg. Oh, there they are. And Capatus. Oh no, I used Capatus for something else. What did I use you for? Oh, there you are.
Oh no.
You better not know.
He's not that kind of Capatus.
Oh. Okay. And on the loft.
Oh, that's just plain mean, Chrysan.
Greg is only derp now.
But
There is
what
a
version
creature
of
up there.
Adventure? Oh man.
Didn't Gutwrench
I
get
don't think we have rebuilt one.
sacrificed? Yeah. To kill the dark elf, I think I threw down.
Yeah. It's basically had a sad end. At some point, it shall be reforged, I'm sure.
With the blood of the dark elves.
Oh god. Let's see. Did you all roll? You did all roll initiative.
Yep.
Capatus got a 5. Wow. Rolling like a cleric. Thorin got a 20. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then we got down to Bagu, getting a cleric's initiative too, somewhat. And oh, you rolled twice. Kirisair got 21. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, by the way, I never
Bada
said
bada.
this before, but maybe this is cheating. But I did pick up a crossbow for Bagu last episode, so I'll pretend I
Okay.
gave it to him if he wants it.
That's fine. Worst case, you could have gotten it from the thugs. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I picked up 2, one for me, and one for him.
All right. Bagu has a crossbow if he wants it.
Cheers.
So, first up is Karisar. You see this bean appear on the top. It looks to be covered in rags and sticks with hay, subtly, somewhat laid on its sticky skin. And you see nothing but a bag with a tuft of hay coming out the top of it, and these glowing eyes with what looks to be a jaggedly cut face, mouth drawn into a cutout of the bag for a head.
Okay.
And it's leaning over, cackling.
Well, sadly, I don't have many options at the moment. I'm pretty much fresh out of spells from last time. So, I just have my one cantrip here. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Ray of Thrust. Probably very counterproductive to something that is constructed out of hay.
22
But
hits,
I guess-
though.
Hits though, okay. Let's see. Slow-mo roll.
Okay. Good to know.
Looks like- Did it come
3.
through? Yeah.
But it
Okay.
is slightly slower. Yeah, so you go up and you blast it. It does seem to freeze it as you can hear pieces of sticks break and snap from the cold. You want to move?
How many? I'm gonna move a little bit back actually. I still have 60 feet range, and I don't want to get into the range of its glare, whatever it did to Bagu almost.
I completely forgot about that.
You can get behind the door if you want there.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm gonna zoom out
Cool.
a bit.
Do I get in there for some kind of cover or so if you?
Yeah,
Do a
yeah,
range
you're under
attack.
3/4 cover there. All right, there we go. Zoomed out a bit. Sorry. Next up is Thorand.
I'm gonna rage, and
Get mad.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna pull out javelin and toss it. Center
She big mad,
mass.
bro.
Toss a javelin to your witcher.
13.
Speaking of bags on head, Greg. Ouch. Nice one. 13. Will hit, actually. Wow.
It's not going to do much, this javelin. We'll see. No big damage like usual. 7, though.
You're raging, so +2.
I think it's only for melee.
Oh, you might be right. Might
Although I
be for
wish I didn't
strength-based
say that.
weapons.
Plus
it's
2
also
melee
strength.
damage with strength weapons.
Yeah.
I think.
Wah, wah.
I wasn't mad enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Wasn't Madden enough.
I
Do you
wasn't.
want to move? You still have movement if you want.
I'll just move like 10 foot in front. I'll can I crouch down by that table?
Yes, but that would be under the loft.
I'll do that anyway.
Okay. Yeah, the loft is going at spanning these two rooms
Yes.
above the wall. Yeah. Okay. Behind? Damn it, cat. Okay. Next up is Bagu. Clearly, you can see, right?
Yeah.
You can see the important thing.
Cat butt.
You're saying
Yeah, I'm so glad this camera doesn't have a lower angle.
Oh,
Anus
no,
all
no,
day.
no.
So it's the hay across
Seeing
the entirety of
stars.
the loft.
No, it seems to just be two bales next to where that creature is.
All right, I'll just aim my produce flame at the creature.
Okay. Oh my god. 16 will hit.
Just gonna hold it for the encounter.
Yes. It's the only way.
Cats are such attention seekers, man.
Yeah. Let him stay, Rena says. 6 damage. That's fire damage.
Yep.
It seems to catch it on fire and it goes as it frantically cackles and tries to pat it out. 6. Okay.
Oh, man.
That seemed to hurt it a lot, as you can just see it burning.
Burn. Like burn.
It goes. Let's see, what can it do again? Okay.
Kills turtles.
All right. It will jump down from the loft in front of Bagu. It takes its clawed hands, gnarled wooden clawed hands, and attacks Bagu twice. I'm guessing a 9 won't hit, but does a 18 hit, Bagu?
Nope.
Oh, because of your
Scrape
shield.
off the shield, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
That's good.
impressive AC.
Uh-huh. But nonetheless, you still need to roll a wisdom save.
It's weak to burning sensations. What, do we have to give him an STD, Anvek?
Oh no.
You see, from within its mask, you see these creatures come out, these bug-like creatures with wings, and they almost look like flying worms with razor, like small little toothy mauls on them that move and open and close, and they all fly at your face.
I don't know if I should say that, but technically I don't, and he should have had advantage in his attacks. Because I threw away my flame. I'm in pitch black right now.
All right.
He's gonna attack me twice more.
Does that one of them would have been a 21?
Yeah, that would hit.
All right,
shit.
I don't think they do much damage. Oh. 7 points of slashing damage.
It's a decent amount of
And-
damage.
And strangely, you still see that happen. It's almost glowing just enough from the eyes to see those things come out of it and come at your face. And you are under the frightened condition.
Oh.
Oh no, the door went flying. The door opens.
Uh-oh.
And another one comes through.
Well, that wasn't so great of an idea without having spells left.
Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody could have a torch here, that would be quite good.
I'm going two-handed.
And with that, another one comes out through the door and attacks Bagu as well. Those two are there. Ooh. So a 19 hits.
Yep.
Does a natural 20 hit?
Can I say no?
You can. Alrighty. Is gonna hurt. So the first hit does 4 slashing damage. I would have you roll a wisdom save, but it doesn't matter at this point. That's an unfortunate roll for me. 4, 9.
Kapatis,
then
do
you
you have
take-
any spells left?
I do have 2. Thing is,
10
I was
slashing
meaning
damage.
to get my fire smite, which is very nice, but we
That would be
are-
helpful.
Yeah, but we are relying on a fairly mediocre at best mace hit to deliver it.
I would
That's
save
okay.
one
You have
for like.
inspiration. You have
I
inspiration.
was about to say, can I?
Oh no, it wasn't on attack.
Nope,
Sorry.
it can only apply to me, sorry.
Before we get there,
How much was it
Bagu,
total?
total damage, that was... how much was the first one? Oh, crap. The second one was 10. And then the first one was... I
Was
think
it
it was
7?
low.
It,
Oh, no,
it
no, that was
looked
the other
like
one.
a 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, I think it was
If
4.
it's more than 3, then I'm done.
Oh, you're knocked out?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Kabaz, I would save one for healing.
Yeah,
Because
very
one
much.
of us is gonna go down. Let's just.
You see them tear into Bagu as they come up from both sides and they're cackling together. The second
is
one
not
seems to
good.
be in similar stature, but it has a bucket on its head. This old planked bucket. And
He's a
they
special-
come in and they
special
just start
one.
slashing back and forth on Bagu from both sides.
I lost my flanking.
Kapatis.
Excellent. Yeah, we are in some...
Do you have dark
We
vision?
have to get one.
No, I do not.
You
So,
hear nasty noises of cackling and a falling Bagu.
It's my
So I
parents'
am
bedroom.
aware that Bagu has been taken down.
You know that he is being attacked badly.
Right. Well, I'll apply my Searing Smite. And
Okay.
Attack the one... Well, basically the one head on for me.
You do
Yes, I'm
have.
not-
You will be attacking with disadvantage because you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know that Bagu is down, so
Mhm.
realistically I would have probably just gone in to attack.
Okie dokie.
These things can
Somebody
see,
get that
obviously,
torch
right?
Going, please.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Bagu gets something.
Good. he needed it.
Inspiration. That's not the right one. There we go.
Inspiration, that floor.
From
I think
Puma
you
Man
get some
Redux.
inspiring dreams.
Yeah.
Inspiring dreams
Dreamland.
for death.
I wanted
I'm
to
back
see
in the
something.
cage, suffering.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. That's good. Okay. So you're going to go forward and attack?
Yeah. Just the one head on.
Okie dokie.
I don't think I can circle around to the one that's damaged, is it? Or do I have space? From where I was.
You'd have to make a somewhat easy acrobatics.
let's not do that. My
Test
dexterity
your luck.
is not good
Wow.
enough for that.
Well, actually, that's not true. You can stand on top of Bagu if you want.
I don't think that would be very good for his general health. So yeah, let's attack
Alright.
head on the other one. So yeah,
Just throwing it
I
out
go
there.
to attack.
Maybe he's Tarantino. Maybe he likes feet.
Roll again because you have disadvantage. You can't see.
He'll, like Urkeda, he likes being stepped on.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. Yeah, you hit actually. You swing forward with this somewhat glowing mace. Perhaps that's what allowed you to hit. And you.
And do I
you
do
just-
disadvantage on the actual damage rolls as well?
No.
All right.
You hear it hit the hay form with a
Mm,
Oh man.
6 damage.
and another 2 from the Searing Smite.
Oh yeah. But the good news is, it catches on fire. Oh wait, is the smearing? That's fire damage.
It
So be
is.
sure to tell me exactly how much you did, which is good. But I need to know how much is fire damage because it seems to be effective against it. All right. It catches on fire and it illuminates the room to some degree. Within 4 squares of it, you actually have vision.
Wasn't the other one also on fire?
Yeah, it was.
I guess
Well, you
it-
did produce flame on it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
did,
think that
yeah.
does that one catch him on fire. I don't think that one actually catches him on fire.
You
It
narrated
just does
it, Greg.
damage. Yeah. He
Yeah.
patted it out.
Oh,
He
he
jumped-
did say that
He
too.
jumped down from
And then that would set his hand on fire.
But Serious Might specifically says it catches him on fire and stays on fire until for rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Unless he makes a Constitution throw. So if he makes his Constitution save, then it'll go out. Anywho, nice. Kirisar.
Okay. Oh man.
You see them
Shoot
illuminated.
the one on
in the
fire with a
distance.
nice dagger.
I mean, I would have seen Bagu being downed anyways, right?
Yes, you have dark vision. Yep.
Ah, this is serious
Night
moment.
vision.
Okay. I will yell, Bagu is down, we have to protect him, and shoot a ray of frost on the guy in front of him, so right in front of Thorent, I think.
Okay.
The one that I shot in
Yep.
ray of frost earlier, I think, on there.
Roll your beautiful bean footage. Why are you always in the way?
18?
18 hits.
I wish I had Firebolt. I would have ruled this fight now.
So that goes the entire
Okay.
building. Then.
I send Burb.
5 damage.
Someone please translate Anvek for me. 5 damage.
Yeah, no assists can be sent from you, Greg. How do I send a burb dance boost?
You read it just like I did.
Oh, because he wants to do inspiration.
He wants
or,
to send the
channel
bird,
point help as well.
Oh, the bird, like the
Yeah.
party parrot.
Yeah, party parrot. There we go.
Just go to Twitch Anvek and just mute it, and you get the points. But yeah, you hear the cracking sound as as your ray of frost slams into the scarecrow as things underneath its covers are breaking and snapping from the cold.
Who are you giving it to, Anvek? I think it's a thought that counts. During this time of the year.
Anvek, you're actually on Twitch able to give me rerolls as well.
Not in this particular situation, please. I think
Look
we are
at this
having
man. Do you want to give him
difficulties
any
enough.
advantage with anyone?
We're already in a
Thorin.
bad form.
Yeah, look
Already
at my
made
beard.
really bad decisions.
Yeah, the only thing
I-
he needs to reroll is his beard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The wife needs to re-roll husband, I think.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
yeah. This beard is for the chat. I did it for you.
I made this for you. If anyone gets that reference, good on you.
I don't.
Which
Thorin, though.
one can I can flank one of these, right?
Yeah.
If I go, I guess the one across from Capatis, yeah?
Technically, the door's in the way on that one.
Well, I can flank one of them. Whichever one I
Yeah.
can flank, I will attack.
Alrighty.
And so I would be at disadvantage, though.
But not anymore
they're
because
on fire.
Yeah.
They're on
So-
fire.
One is on fire.
One of them's
yeah.
on fire.
Yeah, set one of them on fire.
Not the one you're attacking. The other one's on fire. So the one you're attacking is not, but the fire's illuminating both of them. If that made sense.
We need to down one quickly.
It is. I have to pick between a flanking or a disadvantage, basically.
Can you
No,
flank
you
you
would-
don't have disadvantage on either.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, okay.
the fire on
illuminates
one
the
is
fight, basically.
yeah, it's illuminating 4 squares out.
Okay,
And
I
technically you're
will.
not flanking because Bagu is down, right?
Oh, you're right. That would not have flanking. Bog was down. So yeah.
You fucking wizard.
That's amazing.
So now I do have to pick.
Sometimes I
between-
forget which
I
team
wa-
I'm playing
I
for.
did not expect Wizard to be spelled with 2 G's, but there we go.
So I
Yeah.
can't get any flanking.
If
Let's
you
see.
attack the one I'm fighting, that would get you flanking.
He
The
said
door's
door.
in the way.
But there's a door in the way, he said.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
What's a door? To me.
It's
Yeah,
useful
we'll just steal
resources,
it.
sir.
We'll just
You-
steal
Do
it.
not
You
mess
can-
with doors.
You can attack it, but it would get 3/4 cover because of the door, which means +4
Okay.
to its AC.
I'll go for the other one. And I'll use Great Weapon Master or
The flanking one. Oh, sorry,
Uh,
the one through the door.
that
or
doesn't
no?
have cover.
Oh, okay. That one looks
Um,
actually more hurt, anyways.
Okay. Well, I hope you hit.
So -5 to this,
Yes.
right? Oh, that's gonna hit.
-5. Yes.
You all hear
Oh.
the grunting of Thorin as he comes down and does 13 plus 10, 23 damage. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep. That's right.
The axe swings down, and all you hear is snap, 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 snap as it goes through this entire scarecrow from the top of it to the bottom of it.
I'm back
and it falls
chopping
into
wood
many
like
pieces.
a child.
I'm not even going to put it on the ground because it's just scattered throughout the place.
Just a question. It doesn't look like it, but if I click like have rage on D&D Beyond, it doesn't automatically add those benefits to my roll, does it?
I thought it would, but maybe it doesn't.
I thought it would too, but it didn't to the damage by the looks of it.
Hmm.
I mean, I have to do manually the Searing Smite rolls and everything, so
It didn't look like it did to the damage.
Yeah, I'll on YouTube, I'll figure out eventually how to do that. Do what YouTube's known for not being able to do what Twitch does with the channel points. It's really annoying, and
Yeah.
I think there's people trying to solve it, but there's no real good solution yet. But I'll look into it.
YouTube's slow on trying to copy Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fast on some things and slow on other things. Like the chat integration, they're slow on.
Yeah.
They could really do
23
better
is
on
pretty
YouTube.
good damage.
Yeah, 23 is pretty good damage
And,
for
I'm done.
level 2.
It's true.
It is.
Bagu, roll a death save.
How do I do that?
D20.
Oh,
D20, get over 10.
no, I
Well, that
can't
would be
guide
the
that
button.
sometime. This bad, it's not my turn.
I'll roll a natural 1. Nope, 16. You say one save. Their turn. At the beginning of its turn, it rolls Constitution. It did not roll high enough, and so it takes 1d6, I think, right? Oh
Think
god,
so.
I rolled a 6.
See? And it's flaming
Nice.
damage, and if he's weak to it, it's doubled, right?
Yeah, he just took 12 damage from that thing.
That's insane.
Kapata's
just-
doing damage!
You see it,
It
passive
has to
effect.
happen eventually, okay?
you see it conflagrating as it goes up even more in flames, and it's still cackling and wildly attacks Capatus. With 2 attacks. I'm guessing a 7 won't hit you, but will a 15?
Not today, son.
Roll a wisdom save though. And you see maggots start spreading out of its mouth, and due to your divine influence or something, you just choose not to believe it, and you see it just once you make that realization, they just disappear.
Fake news.
You get fake news. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't
You
have
think
it ready.
that was the worst thing I've ever seen? I have seen tremendous horrors, terrible horrors, corpses as far as I can see.
best.
Excuse me. That's you're fake news. You're fake news. Excuse me. No, you're fake news.
Who do you work for? Excuse me. Who do you work for? Who are
Oh
you
my
with?
god!
Yeah.
It puts my beard on Trump. That's
That's great, actually.
It doesn't recognize it as a normal feature of a face. That's why.
Oh man. Are the roll? What's happening? There's no giveaway. Oh, do I still have that stupid giveaway? Oh shit! I need to remove the giveaway thing. My bad, Paul. Yeah. If y'all die, it's Twitch aid for denying you. It's Twitch's fault for denying you aid. That's true.
True. And that was gonna save us all.
Wow, I know why Trump doesn't have facial hair. Crescent says. Alrighty. But that was their turn, unfortunately. They were very useless. Capatis whooping it up here this time. But it is Capatis' turn again.
Excellent. Let's try to reapply that fire therapy.
Alrighty.
And
One
I
second.
will-
I did read it a bit more. By the way, that's going to hit, actually. Their AC is 11. But the Searing Smite only works on the first attack. It's
then
the
double down.
burning that goes on for a minute
Mhm.
when you hit something.
So if I were to attack again, that wouldn't do another bit of fire damage, would it?
Right, it wouldn't.
Okay.
But it's going to continually take fire damage on its turn until it
Fair
can
enough, I'll
get rid of
take
it. 8. You're starting to smell.
Hold on.
this
Oh,
burnt-
no,
Okay.
sorry. That was our 2 hit. So I've done a previous hit and I've clicked
Oh,
on
yes,
the 2
you are
hit rather
correct.
than the damage. So yeah. Do I reroll it or do we accept that with my standard thing?
No, you rolled an 11 to hit, so you
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
with an
So I
11,
just-
so just roll the damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Same exact.
Yeah. This thing, you start smelling burnt kindling as this thing is still on fire. Carousel.
I guess I'll go into melee range, pull my short sword, and attack
really?
the surviving one as well. Probably I'll do more damage this way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Well, so much for that.
You see Carousel, and much like you'd expect a wizard to attack with a sword, he comes up and misses.
He's using a filthy dark elf sword, you see. He's repulsed by it as he uses it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Rolling
Um,
2. Oh man. And I have +5 on it, and it still is. So.
Funny enough, it's not too far off from hitting because these guys' armor class sucks. But Thorond is probably gonna finish it off.
All right. Well, I may as well reckless. Well, yes. No. Why not reckless attack?
Okay, advantage. You are also flanking technically, so you
Try for
can
crit,
add
I guess.
+2.
So, but I'm gonna use the. Well, I guess it's too late to say it, but I was gonna use Great Weapon Master. It's up to you if you let me.
Sure.
So 20, I think, to hit.
In fact, we can decide right now. If you don't say it, do you want to just use it by default, or do you want to? Do you want to have to like say not to use it, or do you want to? Say
I
to
think
use
I
it?
should have to say it.
Okay,
To be honest.
we'll do it that. Okay. 13?
25.
Oh, 25. Jesus Christ.
Anvik is getting rather emotional right now.
What's the same?
Into a cloud of hay and dust it goes as you slam down with your axe. You're kind of kill-stilling, though. All these guys didn't have that much health left when you go up and and decimate them. We're still in rounds.
I'm happy. Oh, there's
Bagu, death save.
Are we out of combat now?
Nope, not yet. But Bagu succeeds on another death save. Kapatis.
All right. There we go.
It's dead. The only reason we're in combat still is because Bagu's dying.
Yeah, that's why.
Come on, attack him! End combat now!
He's already dead.
Yeah. In that case, I'll do Cure Wounds on Bagu.
All right, go ahead and roll that, and we'll go out of combat. By the way,
You can't call me the kill stealer. I take half of things HP.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But Spirion, like, he plays a bard in our game, and the thing will have like 150 hit points, and he'll take off like the last 6 and kill it. He's done it multiple times now.
Very hard, like, yeah.
Yeah, he does it all the time. But save the turtle, man. Anywho.
Just did it.
Okay, 9 hit points. Bagu, you wake
Yeah,
up.
man, you have to save the turtles.
How many hit points, Karsar?
Karisar, you mean Kapatis?
Karisar? I'm full.
No, how many hit points did it heal?
I just healed 9 points.
But
To
I want
Bagu,
Karsar to say
not to Thorn. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
it.
How much did he heal, Karisar? Huh? 9.
Oh, I was thinking it was not.
Oh man, come on! Wow, that was such.
DJ just outslow Greg.
Yeah.
I feel like I should put like also on your name tags like where you're from so people can get jokes if they don't know.
Oh, that's true. We know where we're from, and we didn't get the joke.
It took me a bit.
Yeah. 9. So
Yeah,
so
Bagu's
yes.
gonna stand up and say,
Okay.
I took the front line as promised, as much good as that ended up being.
He didn't do.
That was a rather close call, Bagu.
Yeah.
Did
Hopefully,
not
there's not
expect
more.
2 of them.
Now that 2 of them.
Yeah,
Should
that
we
was good.
check the fields for more or get going?
Well,
I have looked earlier, but can't be quite sure.
I need more translations.
I think we should, but
Odin.
are you feeling up for it? I asked back.
I can manage.
I-
Can't.
I believe he is trying German, but I don't know what it's saying. So it's not really good one.
What is this?
So you're saying Twitch is
Fucking
fucking, and then the other 3 words are
think that's
not
not shit.
It
anything
could
I
be-
know in my vocabulary.
I think
It
not
could be
Chav.
the same thing as how Google automatically filters out
Look,
swear
I'll
words
say it in
English. It might be
Chav.
doing the same thing in German.
Which is full. Oh, it's gone. I was gonna say in
Oh.
Chav. I
Oh,
thought it
go
might be
ahead.
Chav.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Twitch is fucking blind bread and shit. There you go.
I'll drink
Twitch
to that.
is freaking belly gebruden jish. No, I don't know.
Chav speak.
Nur ein bisschen, just a little bit, yeah.
Nur ins Bischnik. Or I didn't say that right.
Just a bit.
Oh. It's not. as
That's
bad
what
as
Anvik
hillbilly.
says regularly, just a bit, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Just the tip.
Just a bit. But the scarecrows seem to be destroyed utterly.
Bug will conjure up some snacks.
Good berries.
Yeah.
Okay. You get 10 good berries, I think, right?
Yeah, I'll eat
Yeah.
2 of them and then offer them to the rest of the group. need healing, or did I just take all of the damage in that fight?
I think you took all the damage.
Yeah,
then,
you
took
but
missed
it.
everyone
Literally
else.
all the
It-
damage.
it was
just
your
want
fight, and you were
to
on the floor for all of it.
Yeah, we
I was standing up and taking the damage.
just
the
for
most important part,
you.
right?
We didn't do it. We didn't do this quest last time, and you're on the floor like 70% of the time.
Well,
Wow.
to be
On my
fair,
back.
that would have been probably me, just the
Or
secondary
Thorin, yeah.
tank. I'd have taken all of those anyways, and we wouldn't have fire to actually see light. So
It depends what your AC is too, because one of them may have hit someone else more.
Yeah, one of them landed in 18. That was a miss for me.
Yeah.
Greg, what was the door made of?
Oh
Of the
god.
warehouse. I have
Dark
to
wood.
tell Bagu about this. Door.
It is. It looks to be made out of wood.
Precious,
What
really
kind of
precious
wood?
wood
No,
material.
just
worth
wood.
about 300 gold plus.
In fact, one of the hinges is slightly broken from rust.
Oh.
Definitely not a
tried to
door
fix
worth
it for him.
looting.
I tried to fix the hinge.
Oh, okay. Roll.
Wisdom, I think it was last time.
Yeah, wisdom plus proficiency. So,
If
Wisdom
not,
plus
it fixes the door,
5%.
locks us inside the shed.
Boom.
Lights it on fire. Last maniacally leaves. Yeah. Look at that. A
Fix it up
24.
for him.
You take it out and
He's wandering
you
repairman.
you do a restoration on the rusty hinge.
By Grond, that's good hinge work.
Okay, right work I've done today.
Gone.
Gone. My bad.
It takes 8 hours to no. What are you gonna do now? It is late.
We are
Probably
going to check for
Quick
more. I
look
think.
at the fields, yeah. To
Oh,
find
okay.
if there's
Sure.
any more
Go ahead and roll a
Yeah.
investigation.
Not perception.
I will give. I guess I'll just roll in seconds.
You can do perception at disadvantage if you want.
Is
Or
perception-
investigation.
Well, I'll just
Should
take
have
the 18.
guidance myself,
Nice.
never mind.
So Bagu would just do a straight roll, right?
Yeah.
Bagu
looks at the fields with no dark vision. Realizes he's not meant for this kind of line of work.
He's like, could be food.
There is moonlight out here, but you still get it's still low light, so you still get disadvantage. But luckily you can have 50 disadvantages and 1 advantage, and it still evens out to a straight roll. So,
Yeah, wonderful system.
Let's try
but
it.
even with a 18, you look around, you don't see any other signs or any other scarecrow.
I want to check the inside
There's
of
still
the
the
house.
question. Yes, there's still the question of any family or so farmers
Yeah.
that should be
Survivors.
living
Yeah.
here.
You check what?
The inside
You
of the
check the
house.
main house.
Oh, the door appears to be latched on the inside.
I'll knock.
Getting close with your passive perception, which by the way, your passive perception you get a +5 now, I think, because you have advantage.
Yeah, it's 19.
Yeah. The you notice that there are scratches on the door.
Okay, I'll knock on the door, and if nobody answers, I'll try and say loudly, "The monsters have been taken care of. You can come out now."
I'm totally not a monster.
Not attack on the monster.
You still no answer for a while. You see someone. You see the curtain of a window open up, look out, close, and then you start hearing the latching of the door. The door opens, and you see what seems to be two humans, a husband and a wife, probably, aged, wrinkly skin, white hair, has a little nightcap on with a robe, with a night robe, similar with the wife, and he has like a little candle with a little dish, a little candle on a dish he's holding, and he says, "You're not the monster."
But certainly are not.
Have dealt with them.
Really? Man, the thing was scratching on the front door. I figured.
Sadly,
look at-
we
I
weren't
look at
able
the
to
dead-
save your horse.
Yeah, look at that, dead horse. It's not the only thing it was scratching at.
That poor horse, poor Betty. Oh well, she's gonna be sold and turned into something else probably eventually. Well, I don't know what to say. Maybe. Hey Annie, do you think we can give him something? And the woman, well, I guess we can give him some a nice meal, a drink.
We found 2 of them. Is there any chance there's more of these monstrous scarecrows?
Well, that makes sense, actually, in a little bit of a way. Thinking about it a little bit, you wouldn't have. We had 2 scarecrows, but why? Why did they come alive? I'm never gonna use a scarecrow again.
You had 2 scarecrows on your land.
Yes.
Have you heard of any other families suffering the same fate?
No, not really. It's I've heard tales, of course, spottings, but these were plaguing us sometimes. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them for like 5 days, and so I thought they were gone. Finally, looks like I was wrong. Before that, they were a bit of a regular occurrence, but as long as I locked my door, it was fine, and locked away the horse, of course. But I thought they were gone, so I left the horse out. My bad.
These constructs normally are created either through magic or some type of undead occurrence. Did something happen recently? Something unnatural, dark? Was there someone maybe who seemed suspicious, who seemed out of place here?
Where is it? Oh. Yeah, man. There was that one time. It was.
This is gonna take a while.
It's just good acting. Getting into the role.
It is.
I was gonna look for an old face that didn't look like a certain person, but I didn't have my face.
Good luck.
Oh, man, this is my face. It's unfortunate, but whatever.
Sure is.
That's my pickup
This
line.
is very unfortunate.
Look, this is my face, but it's whatever. We're gonna fall.
Little bang.
There was one time, real strange short. I was, the only thing I remember is the robe person. Gold and black robes, mask on, gold mask. Came by on the road. I was out in the field. Gave me the jibbies. They had a bunch of people with them. I don't know. I got out of the way and got in the house. I think about it was around that time when these things started showing up.
Do you remember where they went?
Where they went? No, man, I left. I got out of the way. Things like that, they give me the jibbies. I went right into my house. Didn't see them. Just walked by.
Yeah. Did you see anything? Like my friend asked, did you see where they headed, or did they carry anything notable?
All right, they're on the high road. They're heading that way. Look prepared for battle.
Is he pointing towards the city?
Nope, away.
Okay.
Well, maybe you can show us where you originally had these scarecrows later on. Just to check the origin site.
Okay, let me get my slippers.
Thanks.
And he goes and gets his slippers.
We may want to look at the direction they were heading. Could not have been far if the scarecrow started acting up.
I certainly would like to have a look around in the area as well.
This has been going on for months, right? out of character or in character.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
it's been going on for
Couple
months.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my slippers. By the way, in case you wonder, I dye my hair. This is why it's not white. There we go.
Very fashionable.
Yeah, just this way. Where did I put on this filter? Take it off for the love of God. Oh,
I
there
mean,
it
at least he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah. Thanks. Wanted
Yeah.
to say something.
Funny.
But he takes you out into the field at 2 different places. You see the wooden pole posts into the ground with a cross. It looks like there's probably a scarecrow there on it at one point. And he takes you to a cross on the other side of the field, and he says, yes, it takes 2 of them usually for a field this size. So 1 here and 1 over there, yes. And he points them out
I'll
to you.
look at Karistar and say,
Detect magic on the
yeah, I was gonna
process.
say, do you feel something?
Yeah, ritually, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I could do one as a spell as a order of scribes.
Just
Oh,
for the
that's right.
sake of rolling, I'll do Barbarian
But-
Arcana check.
Given the fact that I believe that we're
Too
gonna go
bad.
to sleep soon, I can do it immediate. I'll do it
Yeah,
immediately.
I'll do guidance for him.
You'll do
in
what
case
for
that happens.
Oh, Arcana. Okay. Yeah. You
I'll
cast
take a
detect
look
magic.
at the. I'll take a look at the
Yeah.
earth around the stake where the scarecrow used to be. See if it's
Alright.
corrupted in some way.
Do a intelligence-based perception check. In other words, roll perception, but add your intelligence bonus instead of your wisdom bonus for Karisar.
Oh, for Karisar. That was you're lucky me.
What were you asking actually? I had my mind on
I
something
was
else.
digging around the dirt, seeing if it's corrupted in some way.
Oh, okay.
We'll just do intelligence and do +2 then.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Wow. You see the remnants, just the remnants of conjuration.
Okay.
It's fading. It's well past its half-life.
Okay.
Bagu digging in the ground. You don't really notice anything. With that, what did you roll? You rolled a perception. We'll say that was also kind of like your survival. You can see definitely tracks where there's claw marks on the cross itself. There's places where you can see the feet probably dug into the dirt underneath and stuff like that. But nothing else.
I look expectantly at Karisar.
Well, there are signs of magic tampering. It seems to be that it is true that someone conjured the life into these scarecrows.
Any reason why somebody would do that?
Oh, Jesus, Anvek.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd
I
imagine.
guess that's
just-
easier than de-aging your wife.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Or should I do? That's good noise for right now.
Seems a bit unusual, but I suppose, like any major city, has political enemies.
And he continues and says, this guy, he says, yes, down that road is where they were going, somewhere down there.
Well, I would say we might want to have a look, see if we can see anything in the nearby sites that might be of interest. But we aren't exactly in the best shape. So if we do anything, it's not like we are pressed for time. I would say we might want to take advantage of the meal so kindly offered and possibly even maybe sleep in the barn or something if they haven't got any guest beds, and maybe do so in the morning, I would say.
We
Yeah,
are
you can-
also less likely to see anything in this dark.
Bagu says as he's like trying to.
But I
Blind
guess
turtle.
the person who put you on this bag, maybe perhaps they have an idea, an inkling of who did this.
You can stay in the house, of course. But I don't have any extra beds. You can sleep on the floor.
That's fine.
There's a nice chair.
Any daughters?
Wow.
I don't know who type you are, but they've already moved out.
Yeah, okay.
My wife is pretty good looker, but she's mine.
For now.
All right. So with that, you can head in. They will provide a basic stew-like meal. It'll take some time to cook up, and they'll give you the floor. One person can sit in the nice padded chair if they want. But the rest can have the floor, and you can get a long rest.
Okay. Then I'll do my rest meditation.
I'm a bit of a sleep mover spooner, so we'll see. We'll see who I end up spooning through the night.
Karisar, you feel someone spooning with you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Given the fact that I meditate, I don't sleep on the floor while, like I said.
It's even more awkward.
It's
He's like a cat.
So I look
spooning.
behind me and like,
it's like rolled up around you. But
seriously?
Karisar, you hear.
Is it time to transcribe? You have more spells. Let's do it.
Okay, do I have to roll for,
Charisma save.
yeah, Christmas save again? Twice, I guess. Oops. 14?
14. You put the book down and quickly draw out a circle and start transcribing a spell. Pick a spell.
Okay. Well, given the fact only the ones that to which I have access, right? So
Yeah.
So then I'll pick
One of the scrolls you have, they haven't transcribed yet.
Burning Hands.
All right. You now have Burning Hands as an hour goes by. I think that one only takes an hour.
Well, technically it takes 2 minutes, given the fact that I have the Wizardly Quill.
I thought it takes half the time.
I'll check again.
Yeah.
The time
either
you
way-
must spend to copy a spell into your spellbook equals 2 minutes per spell level.
Wow. Okay.
It's done.
Well, no, this one still takes some time because you're not
Okay.
you're actually summoning the paper and things like that
okay.
with the technique of the book. So we'll still say half an hour goes by,
Mm-hmm.
and you can.
Continue here. Do you have more?
Okay. I try to resist again yet.
Yeah,
Again.
charisma save. Give advantage because of your elfness.
Oof. Doesn't help at the moment. Oh, maybe it does.
What did you roll? It's not coming through on my side.
Yeah,
Karisar
coming through as
gets-
blank.
Says
Karisar gets a
17.
reroll as well. But what is it? 17?
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Did it not come through?
Nah, I don't know why. Oh, there it finally.
Oh
did.
no.
Well,
17 is enough. You're able to close the book, and you're able to tell it no.
Okay, good.
pretty lucky so far.
Yeah.
The night goes on, and you wake up the next morning. I should have put up the night background so I could put day back.
Can I just be back Can you give me 3 minutes, please?
Yeah, sure.
Are we role playing P?
It's not that channel. I'll be right back.
Oh, you mean like you? Okay, yeah. I thought he meant his character.
So what did Paul give me again?
A reroll.
Another reroll? Another
Yep.
reroll. Oh, yeah, I didn't use the reroll earlier, so now I have 2.
Where are you heading to now?
Well, I was going to go down the road, first off visit the site of the massacre and see if that happens to be the same site that the fellow with the golden mask and the robe also
I
visited.
guess we're all going there.
All right, you start to head out, and everybody seems to be following you.
Yep.
Aside from Florent, who's taking a pee.
Yes.
Just heads off to the bushes, just catches up eventually. Yeah, keep an eye on the foliage and anything that you can see for a larger group of people having passed. Now, it's been quite a while from what I understand, but do you see any discarded, I don't know, bits and body like weaponry or any bushes being broken in a particular way where they would have cut through somewhere, anything
Okay.
of that sort?
Well, it's not very. It's more plains around this area with some trees here and there and bushes. But you head out towards the direction, about 10 minutes out from his farmstead.
While we're
past his
actually
farm.
going.
Go ahead.
Once we started moving out, Bago will also ask, does anybody know anything prior about these black and gold robes?
Well, the gold mask has been given to me as somewhat of a lead in connection to a bit of a personal vendetta / personal tragedy that I have been pursuing. It is the reason I have come to the city in pursuit of whoever has done in my mercenary group. So if it is the same group, that would be rather interesting. What they are doing in this area is also concerning, considering we are quite nearby to the site of the very massacre.
What are these wizards?
Which I knew. I just got a very, very brief glance. Long story short, I was learning the trade of the smith. The night that the group was attacked, basically, I barely got a sight of the guy in the golden mask, and he decided to throw a fireball on me, collapse the entire smithy on top of me, and I fell right into the forge itself. How I survived and how I came to, well, I suppose that's a bit of a question, but I certainly choose to credit that towards Gond. Particularly, he aided me in trying to put the bodies to rest once I have come to.
They seem to have been disturbing nature with their experiments as well. Do you know anything about them, wizard?
Me? Oh,
Uh,
do I know
you can-
anything?
You can roll a very difficult knowledge history.
History, okay. How about 21?
You think back, any famous wizards you know that wore those colors specifically? No, nothing comes to mind.
Well, nothing that I have read upon tells me that any famous wizard or infamous wizard did anything like that or wore anything remotely like that. But that doesn't have to mean anything. I'm not that well versed in the World of humans.
With that, you continue on, and you, Capatus, you come to the familiar site. It wasn't far off the road where your group was camping at the time, and you see the familiar headstones that you had placed there to mark each of the spots. You see part of one is knocked over, just kind of someone must have knocked it or something as it's kind of rolled off to the side. A couple of the others seem a little off kilter, but you see each of the spots that you expect there.
I do walk over and I quickly, keeping an eye out for any danger nearby, I do try to very quickly right them.
Okay.
Is this what you were referencing earlier?
Oh yeah, if you see over there, it's a couple of telltale craters. Our wizardly friend will surely tell you what specific magic was thrown around. But yeah, if you look at that burnt out husk, it was a little field smithy that we've thrown together. And yeah, not much is left of it.
Or look at the crater.
Yep.
What type of spell was used?
You can roll Arcana, though it is clearly fire of some sort.
Yeah. Oh, now I rolled 25.
It was exactly fireball, but you do notice it was not just any fireball. This was a jacked up fireball. This was a empowered one that was not just the basic one that someone might get when they first learn it.
That must have been a very, very powerful version of the song of a fireball. So
Bagu?
we're not dealing with any wizard or mage that has, just learned that spell, or some kind of novice.
Bagu, you notice something. Growing up with the bears, you would bury things in order to protect them, keep them for safekeeping for later. You know what it's like to bury things, what it looks like. You also notice what it looks like when someone digs up the hole, takes everything out, and puts the dirt back. Slightly lower, slightly depressed. Might not notice it unless you were trained for it. You're pretty sure these were disturbed, these graves.
Are you certain your friends are still there?
Well, I wasn't quite a daze when I put them over, but I made damn sure as little as I could do for them. I did everything. So if you see anything, please tell me, but as far as I know, everything should still be all right.
I'll dig up the nearest grave.
Okay. Bagu starts digging.
Just like, the hell are you doing? Please tell me. That you better be correct. You better be correct, and I'm going to guess that you've got a suspicion, because otherwise I'm going to have to figure out some way of beating that draw out of you.
These seem touched by someone.
Karasar, you're still looking around for magic elements. That's when you notice around this whole entire area. You didn't see it at first because it's actually containing the entire area. You see a circle drawn in the dirt, within the grass, in different places. You actually notice where there was a stone in the way, and you can tell it's been shifted out of the way to continue the circle.
Okay.
And then you see around it drawings of runes too, directly in the dirt there. Just, it's hard to see because it was done, you can tell, from a while ago. Someone was drawing an arcane circle around this entire site.
Can I try to identify what type of ritual or so it was used for?
It's hard to tell because it's been eroded, but you did get a natural 20. Definitely seems necrotic in nature, so we can get left over from what's there. And Bagu, you keep digging and digging. You never find
Kapatis,
a corpse.
I have a very, very bad feeling about this.
How deep was this hole?
Not very deep.
Dude.
I was exhausted.
You don't need to dig any further. I don't think you will find your friends here. And I'll look around, rather perturbed, looking if we're gonna be attacked really soon. Looking out for any type of enemies.
Roll perception.
I was gonna say, can I check for tracks?
Yeah. You can do a survival.
I do.
I'll do a reroll on that one.
Okay. What is Kapatis doing?
Oh,
Well, I
Jesus.
tried the perception, it failed, but I am giving a guidance on both of their checks.
Oh, okay. You can add a d4 to your rolls.
Yeah, I should probably give myself guidance. I forgot I have that one.
Yeah.
Now you have two people
I
who can
think you-
remember to spam it.
Oh, even with the D4, I think I'll do much. Would be
Let's see. Let me catch up for
23.
everybody. Okay, there was
a 12 then.
an 8 from Kapatis, a 8 from Karisar plus 2, 10. Bagu got a 20 on survival. So you don't see anyone around, like no ambush. This is kind of a plains type area anyways. You can still see the farmstead in the distance from where you are. Bagu, you see tracks. Now that you know to look for them, of a particular type of track. You see the tracks of humans, or humanoids, I should say, walking around. You see the footprints in some of the more dirt-laden areas of coming and going, of battle. And it's harder to see, but with a 20, you can see
23.
23 fresher
'Cause I-
tracks.
Guidance, yeah.
Oh yeah, 23. Fresher tracks. More recent. Only maybe month and a half ago. These are like sliding, not quite footsteps, dragging. But not like dragging a corpse, like if you were dragging your feet when you were walking.
Shambling. They all sort of converge in one direction.
Yes. They're all going away from the road, around the farm, from what you can tell, heading away from the road, but still towards Waterdeep.
Which should make haste.
They seem to have shambled that way. We might want to come back and prepare.
Seems like the correct way. Well, certainly I wasn't expecting to settle down in the city when I first arrived. Happened upon some property. Now to see my old friends, my old family, be the one endanger it, that's that's not exactly the most pleasant of thought. Might need to make sure that my new acquaintances and the Hall of Justice are made aware as well, and perhaps your wizardy friends, Karisar, might be able to offer us some assistance as well.
But I think, as you decide to, sounds like, head back to the city, we'll pick up there next time, because it's been more than 2.5 hours. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Or actually, first, before we go, do we want to get the thoughts of your characters? Go through one by one? If you guys have time.
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
Let me see. Hold on. Starting with Thorund. The one who didn't have his personal backstory involved in some way. This time. You're out of the city because of his personal backstory.
Exactly. He's fine forgetting that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Revenge plot will go better next try.
Yeah. I'm not sure there's many more thoughts beyond what you already said about Thorn, but what does Thorn think about the group at this point, in general, on these people?
Though he likes them all, of course, he tries to like Karisar, but magic is a bit like he doesn't really like magic that much. He's a bit interested when we went to the temple there about a little bit about the gods and stuff like that, and he's quite interested in like Bagu's vision or what happened to Bagu. And well, he thought the city would be a bit more normal than it is. He's a little bit there's a lot going on. He's like, this is a lot more supernatural shit than he bargained for.
Yep.
But
there's definitely some weird things going on in the city.
But he did enjoy crushing some animated scarecrows.
Yeah.
He's pretty happy.
Animated
He had a nice
scarecrows.
snuggle with Karisar, so he's pretty happy overall. No daughters, but he got Karisar. So.
Does Thorn's character
Alf is almost as good.
Like, does your character Thorn? Do you think he would feel any guilt for having to spend time outside the city now because of potentially what he did, or not really? It's just kind of the way things go.
Because he thinks he did absolutely nothing wrong.
Right.
And they definitely didn't notice him after the initial look. They definitely didn't notice him, right? And they just had exceptional scouts. Exceptional. There's no better scouts in the whole city. That's what he thinks. He thinks it's fine. It's completely fine. But he's erring on the side of caution because he has been betrayed before. He's been in bloody fights before. He's just erring on the side of caution, but he actually thinks it's fine. But he's erring on the side of caution. And a bit of adventure because he's being kind of contractually obligated for a long time doing jobs for people. So he likes that he's off on his own, although he's still doing stuff for people. But it feels more like wanderlust a bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You just say you'll do something, you do it, rather than having like this big contract that you have to fulfill over a long time. Yeah.
Indeed.
What about Capatus having I'm sure you didn't expect the ending of this episode.
Not really. Well, obviously he knew that whatever's been happening would lead him to the city. He didn't quite realize, perhaps it was the days of that initial happening, how close he was to this city previously. Obviously he set out in search, and obviously he had to have some help complete his studies as a cleric, just the final oaths and everything. But certainly now his effectively seems to have come full circle. It moves the vengeance aspect of his motivation from kind of a thing to get to eventually pursue to more to an immediate danger and an immediate problem to resolve effectively. Yeah. So he's going to have to do a little bit of dealing with the fact that not only has he possibly basically he's probably going to have to smash in some faces with his mace that he thought he buried, and that fills him with plenty of dread, particularly when it comes to his family. But well, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. And
yeah, I looked through your backstory and I was like, it didn't specify a location, right? Which is fine.
I didn't either. I just but, well. It's fine to be in Disney. I didn't think it was this.
Oh, no, not that. It was just like, yeah. So I was like, man, how am I going to get him to go check out that thing? Oh, wait, but he's not that far. It doesn't have to be that far out, I guess. I mean, it is like almost 2 hours out from the city. So it's not like right next to it. But
that's reasonable, particularly given that it was supposed to be kind of a hush-hush job. Yeah. He might not have necessarily known where and how.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But what about Bagu and his vision quest? Is that what you guys called it?
Yeah.
And Bagu for some reason felt the need to go in front this time.
Okay, they felt like he kind of let the people down by being unconscious in the last fight.
Oh, catatonic. Well, I did say that if he took the dodge action, he'd get +2 to his AC with having you on his back.
Wouldn't it be more difficult to dodge with a giant turtle on your back?
I said if he's dodging, he can just turn around.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Imago certainly feels more personally invested in figuring out the corruption that the wizards are spreading and the experiments on animals. So
Yeah.
it's less of a mercenary job than it was before.
Yeah. And you could probably guess where you got that vision from, I'm guessing.
From, what was his name? Jared Fuckon?
Oh, yeah.
From the Fuck On family.
I wasn't saying yeah as in yes. I was saying, yeah, I know who that is. But, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's the only version of his name that I wrote down, so I actually don't remember what his actual name is.
You're not
Or
far
her
off,
actual
actually.
name.
You're not far off. It was like Jared. It was a weird name. I have to look it up. And instead of fuck on, it was like fuck. It was close. Don't worry.
You never want to fuck off. You know? You always want to fuck on.
Yeah, I'm sure people in the chat would make fun of me if I told you the name. But yeah. That was also like I had to think of something for some reason you weren't there last time, so it was kind of like we'll do this. But yeah. And what about Karisar? You like being forced to transcribe spells?
Or Karisar not necessarily. I mean, he believes, given as an elf, that like that actual power comes, or magical power comes with time and care and honing your skills and taking your time.
And this is cheating.
Well, it's kind of cheating. It feels not never necessarily wrong, not necessarily right. It feels actually very, very wrong. And after the last conversation he had with the book in the last episode, he has definitely more information about that book, and there is actually some type of soul trapped inside, right? Although that soul seemed rather willing to be that in that form. But so yeah, he has a little bit more knowledge on what he is or so, but still definitely wants to keep away from, or wants to withstand all the temptations that the book tries to put onto him.
Yeah. Well, Burning Hands would have been very useful in that fight. I'm just saying.
Well, wouldn't have mattered. I could have had. I mean, I could have had, if I had spell slots. I could have used magic missile.
Oh, that's right. You had no spell slots. I forgot.
And I could have used magic missile and then turned it into a fire spell with my absorb.
Oh, that would have been nice. Yeah.
That was my idea at first, and I was like, well, but that's the other thing. Like, he likes Bagu and cares for him to some degree, definitely. But the fact that he just ran in there was like a little bit, I don't know, man. But
could have done up to 30 damage with that magic missile, fire magic missile. Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Normally,
Yeah.
then double that to fire damage. Yeah, that could have instantly taken one down.
Pass it around.
So you got the barb.
Yep.
Yep.
Luckily. So we just barely got away on that one. That's how Karisar feels.
By the way, I allow it because it's in the rules and it's not that big of a deal. But I seriously think Variant Human is OP. It's like the best.
It is
class,
OP.
The best race to start with
OP.
by far.
It is OP, yeah.
It is pretty OP.
Yeah.
But I made my last character shitty, so.
Oh, did you?
So I was like, I won't be totally shitty this time.
It was a poop elemental. I don't get it. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, though.
Yeah. So, So we'll see what happens next time. There's, I don't know if you actually have many more leads that you've been given, but you definitely have some.
We have some. There's the theater we
Yeah.
never checked out, and we have the.
Oh yeah, that's
the,
right.
the hermit guy on the mountain.
Oh, you actually have a lot. Never mind.
And
So we still
the
have
Red
a few.
Wizards actually as well.
And the red
or
wizards as
something.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Who wear
mean,
red?
we also
I
are doing
can
a
go
job.
back and talk to Fokon as well.
And
And
obviously, he's gonna be
approaching
interested
zombie
in what
apocalypse.
Davil will say to the message Kursar sent him last time.
Well,
Yeah.
next
We'll see.
time we shall
We'll see.
find out. So everybody who's still watching on the chats, thank you for joining, and we will see you next. Are we playing next Saturday? I can't remember.
That is going
Next Saturday is
to
the
be-
24th.
No, we're not doing next Saturday. So we'll be skipping next Saturday, and we might pick up
Maybe
on Friday,
Thursday,
right?
Yeah.
I think
Maybe.
No, Friday is going to be New Year's. So what we were saying is sometime in the middle of that.
No,
week.
Saturday is New Year's.
Well, Saturday's New Year, so I think
Yeah.
we're saying either before or after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had it kind of chalked up in mind somewhere somewhere between 27th to the 30th. I'm
Yeah.
not really
Yeah.
to do anything, so it should
Yeah.
be fairly.
Yeah, I
We'll
got
find out in
holidays
the
there
chat.
as well.
What was that?
I got holidays on that week as well.
Oh, really? Okay. So it might, worst case, we'll be back on the 7th next year. We might find time to play on the week of the 26th, but
Yeah.
if not, we'll see you on the 7th. So stay tuned for that. And
Peace.
everybody have a
Enjoy
Merry
your
Christmas
holidays.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
and whatever else, except Kwanzaa. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh wait, I have to play the thingamajigger. You know the thing.
What the hell?